Okay, y'all. We're looking at the current state of the D4vd case and where we are currently with Celeste's story unfolding. Video one, they talked about how she was found and how
D4vd
they were
has been
able to
connected to the
connect
case. Celeste had been
David to
pregnant
her.
by him twice.
David had ordered things online, and I'm thinking it might have been an impulse killing. He might have already had it in his mind, but the situation happened. It was maybe an impulse killing because he didn't want her to reveal. Because in video 2, we talk about the relationship was very intimate. Celeste met him when she was 11, but she was living a lot in those years. Because as a woman, I know that when you are intimate with a man and then you're connected to him, you're going and you're changing emotionally as the years go by. So Celeste was aging faster being with this man they were both young, but he was a star. So towards the end, it looks like Celeste was getting jealous because he was doing like most men do. They had a situationship. Celeste said she was tired of laying up and watching TV, and that's it. She was already high. Y'all saw in the videos when they did on the live stream how she used to clap back at him. She was like, oh, they don't know. Do they know you messing with a minor? She was getting on him. And, she's a Spanish girl. Spanish girls are feisty. She was getting on him. And I'm thinking he wanted to protect his career. He had another woman, and the other woman probably knew about it, but was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And basically, he overpowered her. He overpowered her. And you know what? The legal system is going to overpower him. He can sing in prison. So far, we got enough musicians in prison that we can have a prison concert. So let's look at where we are right now. Prosecutors have also presented evidence of Burke having a cushy recording label deal, which they suggested gave him notice to allegedly silence Celeste. But he was delusional. He was delusional because he had all that going on, and he was so silly, he didn't even understand that if you kill her, then you're going to be the next thing to go, buddy. What was presented by our office over the course of the last week is a small but illustrative fraction of the evidence investigators have accumulated that proves defendant Burke is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the brutal murder of Celeste Rivera Hernandez. The Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan J. Hockman said in a statement, "This has been a parent's worst nightmare. Hearing the ghoulish details of how their child was killed, dismembered, and left as trash." Exactly. It remains unclear what strategy Burke's attorney will employ at the time, but you gotta hold yourself accountable, parents. You absolutely must, because she was a child and mother of this child. You knew this girl that knew what her body was capable of. I know they get on your nerves, but don't let them get on your nerves to the point where they get out there and then they get taken off and you don't know where they at. Being a parent is a big responsibility, but you chose it when you lay down and you do your legs like that. When you do that, you're accepting the responsibility, okay? So handle it accordingly. It remains unclear what strategy Burke's attorneys will employ at this trial. They did not reply to a request for comment on those cases proceeding forward because they have to represent a monster. Someone that they know is guilty, so they got to get everything together so they can bring a small smidget of doubt to the jury that he possibly did not do it. Prosecutors presented forensic testing that found blood probably originating from Celeste in Burke's former residence. A second defense attorney, Blair Burke, questioned a Los Angeles police criminal about why other items in the house were not tested. A criminalist for DNA, noting that multiple people lived in the house. Burke, who remains in custody without bail, will be arraigned in court on August 31st. His trial date has not been announced. Hockman said in a Thursday appearance on News Nation he will confer with Celeste's family as well as Burke's lawyers before deciding whether to pursue the death penalty. I don't know about the death penalty. The way that he disfigured her scares me. It really does, because that means that his mind can go well beyond, like, his mind is well beyond just life or death. Like the Bible says, don't fear the man that can destroy the body, but fear the one that can destroy the soul. So David is well beyond life by the way he killed Celeste, because he killed her, which means her soul left her body, and then he proceeded to abuse her body. And keep in mind, he had already been abusing her body before he took her life by performing sexual acts that an adult male should perform on an adult woman, and then also having her body go through abortions. So he had already taken her through a lot. So as of right now, they're not sure about if they're going to pursue the death penalty. In my personal opinion, I can't say. I can't say, because if he had did serial killings, I would say yes. But it wasn't a serial killing. It was one. But he doesn't need to be let out. He needs at least 30 years. Because he's 21. No, he'll still be too young. Because he'll get out at 50, and they still move pretty good at 50. He needs to be held until his body slows down. Because his body is what the threat is. You know, his strength and his mental. That's what makes him the threat. Because he used his hands. The hands that, because men are stronger. I can say that, okay? Because I'm 6 foot, and I can tell y'all, they are stronger than us, okay? He used his hands that are strong to dismember this person, and she had not even had a chance to drive. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to the state to make the decision, because I'm not gonna cry either way, because Celeste is the one that needs to get vindicated. So as far as where this case is concerned, I'm kind of like, the greed is what got me, because if he had not done it in the motive, I could look beyond that and say, hey, he was 18, Celeste is 13. That's kind of young. They're both young, and a lot of times the mentality of a person is young. Like, if they don't, because like if him being home and like custody under his mother, he probably was a lot more innocent. But he was gothic though. I'm gonna say that. And the gothic shit, he can get that online. All you gotta do is tap into them damn websites where them children be painting their nails black and all that. Them websites, because that's what he was doing. You don't get mad at the messenger. But his age and her age, it's not really so much of a big thing for me, because of the fact that 18 is legally as an adult, but in old times they married us off very young. Our body produces eggs at a certain age, so I wouldn't want my child, like I wouldn't sign up for my child to go with a man. But this is a father and a mother. I don't know what they had going in their mind, but they did it. So sound off in the comments about how y'all feel about this, and we'll revisit this when the case starts. It's not starting right now. August 31st, he's going there to be arraigned. So this is Baby Girl 411. I just want to touch bases with this one. All right, y'all have a good day and happy weekend.